I'm going to do a quick morning read with Hope Divine. Calling on universe. Calling on all ancestors. With protection around my reading and my energy. What messages do you have at this time? What messages do you have at this time? We have truth and firm foundation. Speak the truth when you need to. Speak your truth when you need to. You're building a firm foundation. So, you're building that in a relationship. You're building it in a business. Make sure your foundation is firm. Make sure it's off your energy. It will last. Your businesses and everything else, they will last if you build off your own energy, off your own foundation. What other messages do you we have universe. Light. You are the light. You're meant to shine. You shine the light on the darkest parts. Not just people's life, but it helps them heal. Wisdom. You receive the wisdom that you truly need to push forward. Do you have any more messages at this time? Do you have any more messages at this time? Do you have any more messages at this time? Do you have any more messages at this time? Do you have any more messages at this time? Do you have any more messages? Material and spiritual prosperity. Here's another thing for you. Be careful when people come around you, because they carry the energy of fear and anxiety, and when they go through your energy field, it connects onto you. So I guarantee you, if you have somebody around you who fears what you're doing, that fear and anxiety is within them. So be very careful about that. And they try to take it straight through your energy field, and it will cause an issue. Well, you know you're not afraid, in fear, or having anxiety. Calling on the universe. Calling on all ancestors. With protection around my reading and my energy. What messages do you have at this time? What messages do you have at this time? The moon in reverse. Consciousness. Clarity. You're persevering forward. Do not ever compete with anybody. Never compete with anybody. Persevere. Move forward. Do what you have to do. Knight of Wands. You may be very energetic or passionate about what you do. You got an Ace of Cups here. Love, romance, and a Two of Cups. People fear you awakening. They fear you finding love and happiness in your life, because a lot of people have not found true love. . They fear that. This world fears true love. And it truly needs it. Tell me about the moon. 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 Tell me about this moon. Tell me about the moon. Tell me about the moon. Tell me about this moon. Tell me about this moon. You're getting clarity on your accomplishments, on your success. There's no need to ever fear. You're taking action. You may be under judgment. You may be just taking action. You are literally getting wisdom, doing some introspection at this time. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. 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 The Hierophant. You're persevering as the Hierophant. Being a spiritual teacher for others. People fear your knowledge. When you are a Hierophant, they will fear the knowledge that comes with you. You got a Four of Pentacles here. You're preparing for leadership. You could be preparing for whatever you're working on. You're planning as your ships come in. Okay, so first of all, this comes up. Nobody's sad. You're not sad over your Three of Swords here, over the Ten of Cups. So I guarantee you this was somebody else's energy. I guarantee you. Because they want you to fear love. They want you to fear happiness, to be heartbroken over the Ten of Cups. Ain't nobody heartbroken over the Ten of Cups at all. Nobody is broken. The people who belong in that Ten of Cups is not heartbroken over that Ten of Cups. That happiness is coming. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. 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 Tell me. You could be thinking about childhood memories. You could be thinking back towards your childhood memories. That don't mean you stuck in the past. You look back over your past and literally just look. Tell me about this Ace of Cups. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. Tell me about this Ace of Cups. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. Tell me about this 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 Ace of Cups. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. Tell me about this 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 Ace. Ooh. You got a Queen of Wands here. With a... She may have an idea. She may have an opportunity. People fear an awakened being, especially when they're empathic. Anybody that wakes up, people fear that. They fear what you will find out. They fear what you already know. They fear you finding love. They fear your energy. They are intimidated by your energy. The more and more you wake up, the more and more you know. They'll be like, stay away from that person. You don't need to be around that person. Go near that person. Get the wisdom you need from that person. Get all the wisdom that you need. This has been years of stuff hidden from you. And the crazy thing is, it probably was done to your parents too. The same stuff that was done to you was probably also done to your parents. People don't realize being spiritually asleep for so long, they don't know who they truly are. Because everybody has been so closed off to spirituality and told that spirituality is evil. Spirituality is not evil. It is what you make it. This is why I wish more people would give themselves a chance to actually learn and find out who they truly are in life. Because so many people have been living a lie and don't even realize it. Tell me about this Two of Cups. 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 Tell me about the Two of Cups. Tell me about this 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 Two. You may be overextending yourself. You are skilled at what you do. Your Two of Cups, you probably are both skilled people. Tell me about the World card. 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 Tell me about this World card. Tell me about the 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 world. 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 You got a King of Swords here. You may be a Queen of Swords and King of Swords energy. You're very logical. You're very accomplished. You're very successful. You're truthful. You know how to speak truth. That truth scares people. What people need to realize is they're living, they're learning, they're growing, and they're healing. That truth literally is not to shame you. It's for you to look at your situation and your behavior clearly and to help you grow in life. Tell me about the Judgment. 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 Judgment over your victory and success. You being happy, having success, being the sun, being the light. Choices in a tower. Tell me about the Hermit. 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 Justice. Fairness. You deserve the fairness after all you've been through. Tell me about the Hierophant. Tell me about the Hierophant. Tell me about the Hierophant. Tell me about this Hierophant. Tell me. You may be just surrendering right now. You are very creative. You're very talented. You're very skilled. You're taking control of your life and going towards people who will celebrate with you, collaborate with you. That's what you do. You find people you can truly celebrate with in life, not people that hate what you do. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles. Tell me about this Four of Pentacles. Tell me about this Four of Pentacles. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles. Tell me about this Four of Pentacles. Tell me about this Four of Pentacles. Tell me about this Four of Pentacles. Of course, there's conflict. There's adversity. There's always been conflict and adversity when a female tries to step into leadership. Especially when you're single. Guys too. But mainly, mostly females. And especially when you go into spirituality. When you get the knowledge that's needed. People didn't want you to know what they've been doing all these years. So you get that knowledge and everybody's just feeling a certain way. They're feeling a certain way because it's not them. You cannot lead people to darkness and expect everything to be okay. You gotta help lead people out of darkness into light. You try to keep people stuck in darkness. All the bullying, the gaslighting, the manipulating, the baby mama, baby daddy drama. Addictions. You want to bring them out of all of that. If you expect your relationships to go smoothly, you want to bring them out of darkness into light. You want to bring them into the light. Nobody should have been sitting out there ever with so many addictions, doing witchcraft and destroying people's life. It should have never been done to anybody. You want to come towards the light side, the peace, the harmony, the joy. So many people wondering why they go through so much, because you would rather stay stuck in darkness than find your higher self, to heal yourself, to find a better version of yourself. Then you're down, you're fighting, then you're wondering why you're going through this. Because you want to stay stuck in life. You don't want to heal. Heal yourself. Give yourself that chance. Heal. Find your higher self. Bring yourself towards the light. Because not only will it help you out, it will help your family out. Your children. You're representing your ancestors at the end of the day. Calling on universe, calling on all ancestors with protection around my reading and my energy. What messages do you have at this time? What messages do you have at this time? Oops, what messages do you have at this time? What other messages do you? Shapeshifter. Transform and unveil your gifts. If you're starting to wake up and you know for a fact that you're at a decent point, trust in the unknown. Take notes, intuitive notes. Retreat and recharge when you have to, and move beyond ancestral patterns. That's the goal, is to move past how your ancestors and the rest of your family moved and lived. Go be a blessing. Go be love and light.